morning students, welcome to offline classes for 10th standard. So as we are discussing the chapter called control and coordination. So in previous part 4 we have discussed about how control and coordination takes place in both animals and plants. So in animals we have discussed what so there are sense organs and as well as nervous systems plays very important role in control and coordinating of our surroundings. But whereas in plants there are the phytohormones or the plant hormones are responsible for controlling and coordinating their surroundings. But apart from these nervous system and in sense organs in animals, there is one more system plays very important role for controlling and coordinating their our surroundings. What is that? That is about what? The endocrine system. So endocrine system, endocrine glands are plays very important role in human beings. They also help in controlling and coordinating our surroundings. So what are endocrine glands? So before this we should come to know that first we should know that what is gland. So as you know that we used to name gland. So many times we used to hear name the word called gland. Then what is the meaning of actually the gland? So gland means we can call even the cell is also kind of gland, and even so there are number of organs are also considered as gland. Why we consider that they are gland? Why we consider some cells as a gland? Why we consider some tissues as gland? Because the major function of the gland is secretion or production. So they used to secrete some amount of some chemical substances, or they used to produce some kind of chemical substances, hence they are called as what? A gland. So glands, the glands may be like the even some tissues are maybe considered as gland, some organs are also considered as gland, even some cells also they consider as what? A gland. If they are secrete those chemical substances, then they can called as what? A gland. So in our human beings there are different number of glands are there. All those glands majorly classified into what? Two types. That is, one is exocrine gland, the another one is what? Endocrine gland. So whereas exocrine glands means, what is the difference between is exocrine and endocrine? So exocrine glands also called what? Duct gland, means whatever the chemical substances they secreted, so they used to travel or they used to move along with what? The ducts which they have, and finally they reach what? Target organs. And the same way, but whereas endocrine glands they don't have any ducts, so that they are called as what? Ductless glands. Then how they will move? So whatever the endocrine glands secretes the chemical substances, they will directly what happen? They dissolve into the blood. So through along with the blood, it circulates throughout all the parts of the body, and finally it reaches what? The particular organs, and they starts working on them, and they starts functioning of that particular organs, and those organs are called what? Target organs. So in this class or in this chapter, the endocrine glands plays very important role for controlling and coordinating of our surroundings. So there are majorly 6 different kinds of endocrine glands are there. They are, so one is pituitary gland, thyroid gland, and parathyroid gland, pancreas or isolates of Langerhans, adrenal gland, and the gonads. So these are the 6 important endocrine glands which are helped for controlling and coordinating of our surroundings. And all these 6 glands secretes different kind of chemical substances. Those chemical substances are nothing but called as what? Hormones. These hormones helped for controlling and coordinating of our surroundings. How? We have discussed in previous part 4 that we have discussed about the phytohormones, not plant hormones. So where plant hormones helped for the controlling and coordinating in plants, in the same way even in human beings also these hormones are helped for controlling and coordinating our surroundings. What kind of hormones secreted by these? Which are the hormones are secreted by these endocrine glands? Let us discuss one by one. The first one that is about the pituitary gland. So here we see where these glands are located in our body. So first one we discussed the first one called the pituitary gland, which is located in our brain. So in our brain we have the pituitary gland. Its size is about just like a peanut. Its size is very small in size. Its size like the peanut. It is very small inside, but it plays very important role for in controlling and coordinating of our body. So and even the pituitary gland is also called as what? The master gland. Why it is called a master gland? Because the pituitary gland majorly secretes about 9 different hormones. So those 9 different hormones which are influencing for controlling of other glands, other endocrine glands, and also it influences what many organs in our body. Hence, the pituitary gland is also called as what the master gland. And next one comes to the thyroid gland. So thyroid gland, which is located in this part, the trunk part, we have in this part we have a thyroid gland. And next, on this tissues of the thyroid gland, we have another important gland called parathyroid gland. The tissues of the thyroid gland consisting of one more gland called parathyroid gland. So these both thyroid and parathyroid gland which is located in this part of our body. The next comes to the adrenal gland. So adrenal glands which are located above the kidneys. So we have 2 kidneys. The same way we have 2 adrenal glands. So each are located above the kidneys. Have you seen this? This is the water adrenal glands. So next comes to the pancreas. So there are pancreas. It is the cells of pancreas is called what? Isolates of Langerhans. So in that pancreas we have one more gland called pancreas. Next comes to the gonads. So gonads means what? Human genital parts. So like human genital parts, the both male and female. So female they called ovules. They produce what? They are the what kind of glands, and the same way in males called testes. They also kind of glands. They also control coordinated in our body. So here we see that. So this is what the main structure. They are called testes, and testes are kind of glands, and whereas these are called ovaries, also considered as what? Endocrine glands. So these are the 6 different endocrine glands, which are how way they are located in our body. So let's discuss here now what kind of hormones secreted by these 6 different kind of glands. So let us discuss first one, that is the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland secretes what? One of the important hormones called growth hormones. So the name itself saying what? It is influencing for the growth and development of our body. The deficiency of this hormone in childhood. So the pituitary gland secretes one of the important hormone called growth hormone. So growth hormone is responsible for the growth and development of our body. In case if it is deficiency takes place during the childhood, it causes what? Dwarfism. What happens? Our growth will become stunned. Our growth will become retarded. So during that particular situation, that particular condition, what we call dwarfism. So and in case if it is secretes more in quantity or excess amount of the growth hormone secretes in more quantity during the childhood stage, what happens? Our growth will become huge. So such kind of conditions what we call zygotism. Okay, so first before this, what we should come to know, what we need to conclude this by this thing. So the hormones which are secreted by these glands, the hormone should secrete which how much we require our body. It should not secrete more than the requirement or the less than the requirement. It should secrete according to the body needs. It should not secrete more or less. So in case if it secretes more amount, then also we need to suffer some kind of disorders. If it secretes less amount, in that particular situation also we need to suffer many kind of disorders. So here are the 2 examples here. If it secretes more amount of growth hormones, then what happens? Our growth will become more and more. So that kind of such kind of condition what we call zygotism. In case if it is secretes less quantity, then also we should suffer from kind of disorder called dwarfism. Means what? Our growth will become retarded or stunned. So this is about what pituitary gland. If you go to the next gland called thyroid gland. So thyroid gland, iodine is needed by the thyroid gland to produce the hormone called thyroxine. So if the thyroid gland secretes one of the important hormone called thyroxine. If the thyroxine has to secrete, the thyroid gland need what? Iodine. And the thyroxine controls the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats and the proteins and helps in proper growth. If the diet is deficient in iodine, it causes what a goiter. So have you see, you might be seeing in your houses, the even some people the neck get this part of the neck used to swell. So why this part of the neck swells? That is a condition called what a goiter. So why goiter? It causes because of a deficiency of what a thyroxine in their body. So what they do? So they used to add what they used to have a food which contains more iodine. So okay, so iodine contained food we should take to prevent goiter. So goiter is one of the condition. It causes by deficiency of thyroxine hormone in their body. So the symptoms of this disease what a swelling of a neck part. So this is one of the important the gland. Next comes to the parathyroid gland. So parathyroid gland secretes one of the important hormone called parathormone. And what is the main function of the parathormone? Which maintains the calcium level in the blood and bones. So as you know that the bones are strong, it's because of what the bones consist of water calcium. In case the parathormone is not secretes enough amount, what happens? The calcium level become decreases or increases. So in case if it decreases, what happens? You know, our bones will become what spongy. So that the parathormone also plays very important role. Next comes to the pancreas. So as you know, in your home, so some of the people used to go often. They used to go for a urination. Yes. So and they used to feel what the thirst, and they used to have and always they used to get fatigue more, and they used to have a food more and more in a time. So such kind of conditions, what we call, these are some symptoms of the people who are suffering the disease called diabetes. So why diabetes causes? So when there is a pancreas which secretes one of the important hormone called insulin. So here the insulin which maintains the glucose level in our blood. In case insulin is not secreted enough amount in our body, what happens? The glucose level increases in the blood, and excess amount of this glucose, it comes out from the body through along with the urine. So this condition what we call diabetes mellitus. Okay, so how can we prevent this? So we need to the hormone should produce the amount called insulin has to produce enough amount in our body, so that insulin convert the excess amount of glucose into glycogen. So in case insulin is not produced, the excess amount of glucose is not going to convert into what glycogen. What happens? That excess amount of glucose which comes out from the body along with the urine. So such conditions what we call diabetes. So which controls the blood sugar level, and increase in blood sugar level causes what diabetes. A diabetic patient has to take insulin injections to control his blood sugar level. So you might be see in your home what the diabetic patients, they used to get injections. Have you seen the which is the syringe which is very thin in size and which is looks red in color? So that red, what they give, they externally they used to provide water insulin. So when they give insulin, what happen? The sugar level get balanced, so they used to give water insulin. So this is again the pancreas also plays very important role for controlling quantity in our body. The next important gland is what the adrenal gland. So you know that there are many number of conditions we may see. Fear. So for example, so you are after completion of your school, you used to go to your house. So you just think that you are going by walk to reach your houses. Suddenly when you try to cross the road, suddenly the truck has come. Suddenly the truck has come rush to you. So then what you feel? You feel what there are a number of body changes. You might be see that. So like you start fearing about yourself, and the body starts shivering. The heartbeat increases. Okay, and respiration also increases. Why these all the changes you see in your body? Why? Because to face such kind of conditions. And to face such kind of conditions, and even so whenever you get angry, sometimes you may get angry during many situations in your day. During that particular situation, you even heartbeat increases. So there are number of body changes which takes place, and when you are happy also there are body number of changes takes place. When you are sad, there are number of the body change you may see. So these kind of changes what we see in during these kind of situation, it is because of what one of the important hormone is responsible for these kind of changes. That is called adrenaline. The adrenaline is one of the hormone secreted by the adrenal gland. This adrenaline helps to control those such kind of situations. Such kind of situations have you seen all the time? No. We will see certain particular times, so that to face such kind of situations, such kind of emergency situations, this adrenaline secrete enough amount in our body. So usually the little amount of adrenaline hormone is already there in our blood, but during these kind of conditions, like during angry or during the fear or during the sad or during the happy time, so what happens, the adrenaline secretes more quantity from the adrenal gland to face those emergency conditions. Hence adrenaline is also called as what? Emergency hormone. Why? Because it helps to control, or it helps to manage those kind of emergency conditions. Hence it is also called emergency hormone. So next comes to the one more important, the last endocrine gland called testis. This is the male produces hormone called testosterone. So here we also got gonads. So gonads means what? Which helps to produce what? Male gametes. In males, testes are responsible for producing what? Male gametes, whereas in females, ovaries are responsible for producing what? Female gametes. So there are important structures for testes. Testis plays important role for production of what? Male gamete. Along with male producing male gamete, testis also secrete one of the important hormone called testosterone. This testosterone is responsible for production of what? Male characters or sperms and changes during the puberty stage. So you may, when you reach into the puberty stage, there are a lot of changes you may be see in your body. So like the hairs will develop on your cheek, and the hairs will develop under the arms and all. So these are the changes, and even voice will get become higher, and motion like will get develops on your thing. So these are the changes you might see during when you reach puberty stage. So these changes what you see in your body, it's because of what? The testosterone. So testosterone which gives what? Male characteristics to the males, and whereas ovary secretes one of the important hormone called estrogen, which gives what? Female characteristics to the females. So this is about what? 6 important glands and what kind of hormone they secrete and what their function. So you need to remember all these important glands and their secretions. Very important role for exam point of view. You need to remember all these. So they might be asking multiple choice question, or they might be asking a one mark question. So this is about endocrine glands, and by this the lesson is going to complete, that is called the control and coordination. Okay, this comes the end of the chapter called control and coordination. Okay, in next classes and the next videos we will discuss about another important chapter from the science. Okay, thank you.